It's a Disney pin mail kind of day, and we have several packages to open together. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 packages. Hey, this one's from Vader, as well as 2 pins that I've previously opened to share together in today's video. Let's dive in by opening this very sparkly one together. Handle with care, fragile, thank you. Always appreciate that little sticker on my packages. Exciting. These pins are from the Whatnot seller, Beauty and the Goof pins. The last time I purchased from them, the pins showed up in quite literal saran wrap, and it was a nightmare to open them. I'm very pleased to see that that looks like that's not their typical way to wrap their pins, and that we have a nicer wrap situation going on today. Definitely thankful for that. So let's get these pins off and then talk about them. First up, we have one of the 2024 pins. I now am just missing Simba from this set. Very excited about that. These are fun pins. As I've said before, I love the stars on them. I love the blue and how it goes from a lighter to a darker blue. And the characters that they chose for these pins are very fun. There's Mickey, Minnie, Simba, and I'll put a picture on the screen so you can see the others. They are newer pins, which 2024, that was probably already obvious. They do have that little crystal or cubic zirconium on the back. Very beautiful set of pins, and I am happy that I'm almost complete with this set. Hopefully Simba will join us soon. Next up, I have 3 other 2024 pins. These come on a lanyard. It is a 4-pin set. I'll put a picture on the screen for you. I'm going to go through them one at a time. I'm missing one of the pins. Goofy is the one I'm missing, but I really enjoy these pins as well. I like the bright colors, the circular shape. You can see some fireworks in the background. They've got that same lighter blue fading into darker blue, just like that 2024 pin set has. And then it has 2024 down here at the bottom outlined in pink. These are, of course, newer pins as well. They also have the cubic zirconium on the back. So there is Donald. We have Chip and Dale. They are looking very cute. I love that they're together. When are they not, really? I have very few pins where Chip and Dale are separate. The majority of the pins that depict Chip and or Dale are both of them together. And just as a refresher, in case this is the first Disney pin video of mine that you are popping into, I remember which is which because Chip is like chocolate chip. His little nose is dark like a chocolate chip, and Dale has the red nose. So if that's a little trick that helps you, then there you go. We also have Pluto. Look at that bright pink tongue hanging out. He is quite cute as well. When you have 2 characters on one pin, you don't get to see nearly as much of the background, so I appreciate that while this pin doesn't show much of the background, some of the other ones in the set do. So Pluto's looking rather cute, nice bright green collar, bright pink tongue, just very bright colors on these pins. Hopefully I will be able to track down Goofy soon so that this little set is complete. On to our next package. Oh, we have 2 little pins in there. Let's see, no packing slip. Can't remember who the seller is, and without a packing slip, I'm not able to confirm for you. I do really like it when they come in these little slip bubble mailer pieces, whatever those are called. These are they're a little bit stuck together, but at least they were back to back. I think they're all right. We are working on this train set. It is the 7 dwarfs from Snow White. So we have Happy and Grumpy. I could be very wrong. If I am, I'll correct their names on screen. But we have 2 of these mine car, actually I said train, but they're mine cars. So I have 2 of these mine car pieces. Let's look at Grumpy first. I really like that they each have gemstones that are 3D. They're popping off of the train car. That's a little bit of a better view of that for you. They do still have that clear coating over them, so they feel really secure on the pin, which I appreciate. So very cute little Loungefly pin that we have going on here. Here's the back side, and these train car or mine car pieces hooked together like the Mickey train does, and the pieces just lay inside one another like this, versus the princess train where there's actually a hook and you hook into the other train piece. So now let's take a look at Happy. He's got a very cute little lantern there, and he has some green gems in his mine car. Again, 3D. Another beautiful little Loungefly pin. So we are working on this mine car set, and hopefully it'll be complete before long. I think I'm about halfway done. I have a few others that are coming in the mail soon. On to this next package. All right, we do have a packing slip in here, so I'll be able to tell you who the seller is. This is from a seller called Picking and Punching. So let's take a look at each of these pins first. This is definitely an older pin. Here's the back side of that pin. It is a Disney Cruise Line limited edition of 750. It's a pin on pin. It's a 2005 Artist Choice pin. I love that we've got Mickey, we've got the cruise ship, we've got the fireworks up above. It is a beautiful pin. I am very happy to have this pin. For each of these pins from Picking and Punching, I paid $5. Really great pin for $5. Limited edition of 750 is a nice small size. So it's very fun to add a vintage pin to my collection. I do love the vintage pins, and as I complete more of the collections I really like of the newer pins, I am now turning my focus more toward the vintage ones. I'd say I'm about 50-50, finishing up some of the newer sets like the 2024s and the Dwarf Train and things like that. And then about 50% of my interest is now on the older pins and adding those to my collection. So there's this one. It is beautiful. The next pin that I received from Picking and Punching is this little Lilo and Stitch Walt Disney World pin. Lilo and Stitch are a pin-on-pin element. They're in front of the castle at Disney World. Very precious little pin. It is a waffle back pin. I believe it says 2003 on the back here, so definitely an older pin as well. And the last pin that I got from Picking and Punching is this 10th anniversary Disney Cruise Line pin. We have Mickey here as the captain, standing in front of the 10th anniversary. This is another pin-on-pin element. Originally $8.95. That's crazy to see that. Pins used to come on this velvety backer card. So the cards that Disney pins come on have definitely evolved over time. And here is this pin off of the card. This one is not quite as old as the others, but still pretty old. This is a 2008 Disney Cruise Line pin. A little tiny wiggle here in the pin-on-pin element, but not too bad. I can feel it ever so slightly. But definitely they're still quite secure to one another. I don't know that you're ever going to completely eliminate the wiggle, maybe when it was brand new. But there is that pin. It is beautiful. I do love the Disney Cruise Line pins. I have gone on a Disney cruise, though it was many years ago, and I would love to go on another one in the years to come. On to our next little package. Ooh, we have Adorable in there. I also wanted to go back and say that for each of the pins that I got from Beauty and the Goof pins, so these 4, they were all $5 as well. Okay, so no packing slip here. I can't tell you who the seller was or give you a recap on what I paid for these. Oh, wait, I think I do remember. Was this Beauty? I am just about positive that this was Beauty 79 that I got these pins from. That was very fast shipping. I was just in her show a couple of days ago. Love that fast shipping. Oh my gosh. We have these very adorable little dappers here. We have Mickey, Goofy, and Donald as Dapper Dans. Ah, they're quite cute. Newer pin, cubic zirconium there on the back. Oh, they're just quite cute. Look at that little trio. Next up, we have the last pin that we needed in this set, the Lady and Tramp pin. They're making this adorable little heart with their noodles. They're a nice detailed pin. This is a Loungefly pin. I love the little hearts coming off of this pin. I enjoy that it is a triangle pin set. You just see a lot of circles, a lot of squares, ovals. You don't see a lot of triangles in the Disney pin world, so excited about that. Next up, we have Dalmatians. Look at these cuties. We have Patch, Lucky, and Rolly. Look at his big belly, and he's laying in the dog food bowl. Oh my goodness. I am in love with this pin. Another newer pin, cubic zirconium right here in the corner. I am in love with Dalmatians. You know this if you've seen any of my other Disney pin mail videos. So anytime I get a Dalmatian pin, it is always cause for celebration. And this one is quite adorable. I'm just loving everything about it. We have our last princess train piece. It is Belle. She's got books and a little rose here. She's holding a book. She's got on her classic yellow dress. She's riding on a car that looks like it's maybe even made of books. And her face is pretty good. You guys know that I have a lot of feelings about Disney princess faces, Belle in particular. I feel like she is done wrong in a lot of pins, and this is a pretty good Belle face. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it is pretty good, and I am pleased. And as I mentioned, it is the last one that I needed to bring home in this princess train set. And here is that hooking mechanism that I mentioned to you earlier when we were looking at the mine cart pieces and how they hook together. Next up, we have this Live to Cruise pin, and it really is the inside of this pin that did it for me and made me have to have it. On one side, we have this beautiful Disney Cruise Line logo, and on the other side, we have Minnie and Mickey holding hands on the side of the cruise ship with the sun in the background, some clouds, we can see the ocean. Just a beautiful pin. And had to have it. There's the back of that pin. And just one more time because they're so cute. Last little envelope from Beauty has my giveaway item as well as one final pin. Oh, it's wrapped good. The final pin is Mickey Mouse catching this raindrop. He's wearing a raincoat that says Disney Parks. Very adorable. Newer pin. We've got the cubic zirconium there in the corner. He's got such a happy, classic little Mickey Mouse face. I just love that he's catching a raindrop. Very cute pin. Had to have him as well. And my giveaway item was this black light. I think it's Lady Tremaine. Correct me if I'm wrong. Not super good with my villains. But she glows when under a black light, and look at those bright colors. This is a whole adorable set. This is the first one and the only one that I have from this black light set, but here she is, my cute little giveaway. On to our next package. We do have a packing slip in here. We always like that. Ooh, we've got some candies. I got brave and tried one of these the other day. I'm sure there are different flavors, and I do really appreciate them being sent to me, but it was this one that I tried, and it was horrible. So I'm not sure that I'll be brave enough to try this other one. Again, like I said, I'm not saying that to sound like I'm not appreciative. I am appreciative that this was added into my order at no cost to me. I just found it disgusting, unfortunately. I think we have just one pin from this seller. This is from Paradise Pins. It is indeed just, oh, it is 2 pins. We have 2 pins from Paradise Pins in here, and we paid $4 for each of them. Oh, there are 2. Stitch and Pooh. Let's look at Pooh first. He is a pin that is helping me work on this collection that I have going. It is a Loungefly set. It's each of the Winnie the Pooh characters, and they're dressed up in different costumes, sort of a Halloween set. So here's Pooh Bear dressed like he is a pilot. Oh, Pooh. Love the way his little feet are positioned. And then Stitch is also helping me work on a set that I'm interested in. He is a little Stitch in a pineapple costume. Again, a Loungefly pin. I actually think he's the first one in this set that I have tracked down, but I've had the picture of the set saved for a while, so it is a set that I wanted to collect, and the opportunity presented, and he was a great price, so I grabbed him. On to our next... Yes! On to our next package. This is a purchase from a seller that I am not really familiar with. I actually purchased it through Walmart, but it was not fulfilled by Walmart. It was fulfilled by a third-party seller. I have decided to pursue the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fig Pin set, and the 2 pins that I have that are already open that I wanted to include in today's video are 2 of the other Ninja Turtles. So I now have 3 of them home. All of them should be home, but one of them was misdelivered to a Minnesota address. I live in Maine. The address that it was sent to in Minnesota is nothing like my address. The only really similarity that I can see is that Minnesota and Maine both start with M's. Don't really think that's a good reason for it to have been delivered there, but that's what happened. I reached out to that seller. They did say that they are reshipping it to me. I have received tracking, so at this point we are just waiting on that pin to arrive. Oh, that hasn't happened before. I'm going to need to get that out. Okay, we've gotten the bottom portion out. We're going to reattach it, I hope. Okay, I haven't had this happen with any of my other fig pins, so looks like it should just pop back in. Maybe I just wasn't. Oh, there. Yeah, we're good. That's on, nice and secure. No problems there. Here we have Leonardo. He comes with this very cute little backer card, City Sewer, blue to match him. Here's the other side of his card. I'm not going to show you the back side of Leonardo because he has a serial number that is unique to him. Something I learned from Churro Chad, another great Disney pin collector who does videos on YouTube, is that if you show off the back of your fig pin and you show the serial number, somebody can go into the FigPin app and claim it as their pin, and they get all of the points and things associated with claiming the pin as their own. So I don't really want to do that, but here's Leonardo, and I will be adding him to my FigPin app after I am done with this video. I do plan to put out a video related to fig pins soon. It might even already be up by the time that this one goes up. So check out my channel if you are interested in knowing more about fig pins, what they are, what this fig pin app is that I'm talking about, all things fig pin related. So Leonardo is home. I loved the Ninja Turtles as a little girl. It is a show that I spent a good bit of time watching as a kid, and so having a fig pin that represents each of them is something that I'm very excited about. In addition to Leonardo, I also have Raphael home. So he is the red Ninja Turtle, if it is easier for you to decipher them based on their colors. But there is Raphael. And here is Donatello. He's the purple Ninja Turtle. Ugh, their little faces, they're so cute. So we're missing Michelangelo. He will be home hopefully soon, but 3 of the 4 are here. On to our final package, which just so happens to be from Vader Pin Trader. One of my favorite Whatnot sellers. If you have not seen any of my other videos, rave about him and his wife Jess all the time. Oh, look at the candy. He always tosses in some candy, which every time he does, I say I appreciate it because I have 3 kids and most kids like candy and mine are no exception. So they will be happy to share these lollipops amongst themselves. Ooh, so exciting. This was very fast shipping, so the live stream date of this show was February 17th. Today is just the 20th. So nice fast shipping on these. I paid a total of $30 for this entire collection of pins. One more lollipop, which is perfect. That's 6 lollipops, 2 per kid. Vader knows I have 3 kids, so I'm willing to bet that was on purpose, and I appreciate it. Thank you, Vader. So what we have here is the completion of this pin collection, the Winnie the Pooh sayings. So we have both of the Pooh Bear pins. This one says, "A perfect day for doing nothing." That is quite Pooh Bear sounding, if you ask me. And then this one says, "Let's begin by taking a smallish nap or two." Also a very well-known Pooh Bear saying, and something I wish I did more often. Nap, that is. He's looking so peaceful. Vader did something really fun for completing a set in his show because I told him that these 3 pins were completing my set. I think there's 8 pins total in this set. 6, 8. I'll pop a picture on the screen for you. This one is Eeyore and it says, "Thanks for noticing me." Oh my gosh, the cutest. If you're a Pooh Bear lover, this collection is a good one. So because these last 3 that I grabbed in Vader's show completed this collection for me, he had a little board of pins and he said, "Go ahead and pick one off of this board," as a way to say, Yay for completing your set. So I grabbed this little Mickey Mouse and he is driving a tractor. He's probably part of a set. I don't know much about him. He's adorable. I'm excited that he's driving a tractor. I thought it was a car at first, so I asked him for the Mickey driving a car pin. He said it was a tractor. Was that okay? And I said, even better. Because we have a tractor around here at our house that is well loved by all of the members of this family, so feels quite fitting. So there is Mickey Mouse driving a tractor. Mickey seems to have a variety of things in the back of his tractor, though I'm not sure I can identify any of what is back there. But it is quite a cute pin, and I do appreciate that I was able to get it for free as a way to say congrats on completing your set. So thank you very much to Vader and Jess for helping me to complete this set, as well as tossing in this pin for me. And the last thing I want to take a minute to do is just show off Vader's very fun card. He designed it himself. Vader Pin Trader, Pins and Collectibles. Here are the different places that you can find Vader. Vader's name is Carlos, and as I've mentioned, his wife is Jess. So if you're looking for them, here are 4 different places that you can get in touch with them, and they buy pin lots. So if you have some pins for sale, you could reach out to them. But very appreciative to all of the sellers today. This has been a really fun pin mail unboxing. I'm so excited about all these pins. Of course, we are completing some sets, working on some sets, and starting some sets. That's just kind of how it always goes around here. If I had to pick favorites of the pins that I received today, I would have to say that my Ninja Turtles are my favorites because the memories that they bring back for me from my childhood are really positive ones, and I appreciate that. If I were to pick some of my non-FigPin pins as my favorites from today, I would say that either of these pins, this one or this one that has the adorable Minnie and Mickey, whoop, we're just going to pull it off the board, on the inside would be some of my favorites, as well as the Dalmatians and the Dapper Dans. Very cute pins. Lots of great ones, hard to pick a favorite. Very appreciative to have all of these pins to add to my collection. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Leave me a comment and let me know what your favorite pin is that I unboxed today. And stick around so that you can see all of my future pin-related content. Thanks again for joining me. Can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!